Well, hello, friend. Thank you for joining me. This video is going to be the very first challenge / encouragement on this channel. And we're going to start with something pretty simple to apply. As in most of my videos, I'm sharing information which is intended to encourage you to apply something so that you have your own experience, so that you gain your own understanding and wisdom about it rather than just investing in a belief about it. So today we're going to practice actively using our mindset instead of just allowing its default expression to bless people, pets, or things such as animals as we see them throughout our day. And when I say bless them, I meant project a nurturing energy of love towards that person. All right, so you're projecting a feeling of goodness, of instead of to give you an example of the contrary, our ego is our judger, our condemner. It's the one that when we're out and about, it sees a person doing something and it's ridiculing of them or condemning of them. We're going to stop that with this practice. We are going to actively bless that person. We're actively projecting love, nurturance, an energy of betterment towards them, a smile. Do this towards every animal you see, as many as you can mindfully do it to, or with anyways. When you see a person walking down the street, bless them. Don't just say bless. It's not just a word. Use your mind to create that energy. You're projecting a blessing towards them. You're projecting love and betterment towards them. You want them to be supported. You want them to be nurtured. You want the best for them. You want them to be loved as you deserve to be loved. And see how that's a shift. Recognize that for most people, this is not what they do. For most people, the ego is suggesting, the mind, the programs in their mind is seeing a person and it's projecting unlove towards them. It's projecting judgment and condemnation towards them, maybe even hate, maybe even anger, all these types of things. And our actions our mind encourages our actions, which creates our karma. So this little simple practice will also shift your karma from a person who would have the karma of being critical and condemning of a person to that of a person who is blessing and nurturing and loving. The vibration is on polar opposites of the spectrum. And awareness is like a muscle. It's the more you practice this, the more you develop it, and the more natural it becomes, and the more powerful you experience the shift. As you are blessing people, notice how you are feeling. What is happening in your mood? What is happening in your emotion? Is your emotion watch to see how, I don't want to say what it's going to do. Watch to see how your emotion changes. Does your vibration, meaning your emotion, your mood, raise? Or does it fall when you are blessing people? Remember, a sad thought creates sadness. A judgmental thought creates judgment. What do you think actively having a blessed thought is going to create? This is what mindfulness is. This is being aware of what's going on in the mind and choosing to actively participate in creation rather than to passively just be on default. You are still going to be affected by the programs that are running in consciousness, but if you're not mindful, they're going to, whatever's running is just going to run, and you don't have a say about it at that point. Mindfulness is being mindful of what's at hand in this moment, what's at mind in this moment, and saying, yes, I will invest in that, or no, thank you, that's not what I'm interested in creating energetically and karmically. All right? So this will shift your karma. This will shift your mood. Watch which way it shifts it. All right? This is a very simple practice. It's not something you can only do for a day. It's something you can do for the rest of your life. However, this is just a very simple practice for people to start having an experience with, applying. It's very simple. And you get the experience of it. And once you do this, and once you have an experience and you see how it changes your mood, changes your vibration, then nobody can tell you anything about it any longer. Now it's yours. Now you understand it. It's not a belief system anymore. Now you know when you bless somebody, it does something different to you than when you condemn somebody. So a wise person would take that understanding and apply it. They'd find ways to apply it throughout their life so that they can benefit from its influence, rather than understanding something valuable, such as this will show you, and not being mindful enough to apply it, and then you don't get the benefit of it. You slip back into the default program, which tends to be condemnation, judgment, ego. Ego, when you're not mindful, it's going to be ego. So whatever's sitting there in the consciousness programmed already. All right, and we don't tend to see too many people just walking around blessing everybody that they see. What do you think is going to happen to the person that does that type of stuff? Right? If you want to be loved, be love. If you want to be blessed, be blessing, right? Be blessing others. All right, I love you. This is going to be a great challenge. Have an awesome day. See ya.